Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. On Thursday, we're taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Phoenix to take on the Suns.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
So the New York starting five, Smith and Trier, the tandem in the backcourt. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. And it's Robinson in at the five. We've got B-Train. He's out there with Shorty. Big Smooth out there with D. On up the court.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Smith in the posts. Good on the shot. About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson kicks to Barrett. Smith for 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Shorty sinks the triple.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
And off target that time from Trier. So for New York, their last game, a win against Indiana. Pass to D. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. D's got his second bucket tonight.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition, and been very unselfish.
There's Big Smooth. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. It's a 9-point spread. Randall passes to Smith. They get a hand on it, and here comes the break. Pushing it up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bobby Portis is checked in for New York. Morris comes in for a 1, so Trier. Knicks trail by 12. Tipped away. Here's Smith. Makes it off the glass.
Well, there's a level of concentration required on the interior, and Dennis Smith Jr. more than up to the task.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to D. Latrey sinks the three-pointer. D's got 8 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Bounce pass, Smith. Randall down low. Tries from 10. Good as the jump shot falls.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
First one falls for him. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Nice shot by Portis.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Here's Shorty. 5 points in the game. Here is Slim. Here's Baller. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He has 5.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Pass to Barrett. Here's Knox. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Well, Kevin Knox can score at all 3 levels, showing you the mid-range game right there.
Here's Shorty, covered by Payton. Great open look there. 7 points for Shorty.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And it's Shorty with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now Payton. You saw him with 10 points last game. There's the pass to Barrett. Here's Knox. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the home team riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And if they keep training the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
On the court for the Knicks, Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. Wallace is out there with Taj Gibson, and it's Payton in at the point guard.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Pass to Barrett. Back to Payton. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
See, Elfrid Payton, even though he's defended well, makes sure to get off a quality shot. That's nice.
Greg, Elfrid Payton's continued to improve his game, and so far, so good.
Yeah, a marked improvement in long-range percentage. Good size and defensive potential as well. He's knocking down shots. We might have something in Elfrid Payton. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The drive by Thompson draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Trier in for Barrett. That free throw good from Thompson. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. There were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened, there's no doubt, D.A. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. Smith checked in for Elfrid Payton.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Smith. Drills the elbow jumper. Smith's got 6.
Well, great recognition from Dennis Smith Jr., creating the separation and shooting with confidence.
Shoots from 14. Doesn't go for him.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm. Miscue there. Hadn't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
B-Train's checked in for Big Daddy. Knocked away. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York. 15-point game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
And New York making a change here. Randall's checked in. Gone along perfectly from three-point range. Tonight, they've gone 5 for 5. Here's Thompson. And Thompson shoots it home.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Knicks trail by 17. Smith scanning the floor. Passes it to Knox. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
And you look at D. He's pulled in a lot of votes. Nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Here's Thompson after New York gets the 3. Aguiar passes to B-Train. It's good from about 19 feet. B-Train's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Knox the pass to Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. is a tough cover because he can finish with either hand. You better not give up the lane because he'll make you look foolish.
Now here's Thompson. He has 7. Here's B-Train. Clock at 6. A floater. Now the pass to B. Three-pointer. And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game for the Knicks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Morris comes in for Kevin Knox. And Barrett subbed in for Alonzo Trier. Here's Chan. He gets that one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Baller passes to Slaughter. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Payton, he's checked in for New York.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Knicks trail by 16. Out to Morris. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Baller covered by Payton. Payton with some nice D. New York's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Morris, and the Knicks good for 2.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Chan passes to Slaughter. "27 seconds left in the first half of the game, and the shot goes in."
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
Payton looking around. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Randall. Shot clock at 5. Buries it down low. Randall's got 6.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Chan. Offline with his 3. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The home team up by 12.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. Taking a look at this home squad. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the painter, you control the game. I was the master of controlling fight.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got D. B-Train out there with Shorty. Then it's Big Smooth. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Smith outside to the wing on the left. Pass to Trier. Randall outside. Smith outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people or standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, sometimes the defense can be great, and Dennis Smith Jr. says, I can make contested shots.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Well, Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And DA, that's when he is at his best. Thank you. Trier, that's good.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's Shorty. 9 points in the game so far. Barrett brings the double team. Here's Shorty, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Poked away. Here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
What you respect about Dennis Smith Jr. is that he knows his strength. This guy picking the defense apart right now.
Here's B-Train. Here's Slaughter. It's blocked. Here's Trier, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. There's the three, nailed from three-point land. Trier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And now, in his second year of coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Gibson comes in for Randall. Morris is checked in for Alonzo Trier. And it's Payton in for Smith. Payton kicks to Gibson. New York moving the ball around. Now, here's Barrett. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here's the fast break. Here's Aguilar, and he slams it one-handed.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Payton attacking. Count that one. Payton's got 6.
Because of the level of athleticism and speed, it is difficult to stop Elfrid Payton. Nicely done.
Thompson passes to Big Daddy. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 7 points for Big Daddy.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Payton. Sweet little floater.
How about the soft release on the floater by Elfrid Payton? To me, that's a necessary skill for a point guard in today's NBA.
Thompson against Payton. Now here's Thompson. He's guarded closely. Counted. 1:16 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Portis. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That is his first foul of the game. .107 left in the third quarter of the game. Gibson passes to Portis. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Barrett with it. Just his first attempt. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Here's Baller. He gets it in there. 7 points in the game.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Peyton dishes to Morris. Down low, here's Barrett, and it's blocked. Here's Big Daddy, 7 points in the game. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. "16 seconds left to play in the third. Smith with it. 12 points for him. And there's the defensive 3-second call. New York shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
That's a 2 from Smith. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Smith's got 14.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And so it's the home team up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Taj Gibson is out there with Knox. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Smith, and it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Gibson, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Here's Trier, 6 on the shot clock. Another shot, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Big Smooth, he's checked in for deep. Baller, covered by Smith. Puts one up from 19. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 6 points for Slim.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 14. Trier passes to Smith. Inside, here's Gibson. Got a piece of it. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Smith the pass to Morris. And Slim picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one, Greg. A high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Passes it to Shorty. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Knicks trail by 15. Robinson up top. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Shorty, the pass to Aguilar. Here's Money, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Smith outside from past the arc. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
To the left side wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Count that bucket. Smith's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, to me, this is where Dennis Smith Jr. is most dangerous. Inside, using that combination of athleticism and strength.
Shorty, the pass to B-Train. Here's Big Smooth. He's defended by Randall. It's good. 9 points for Big Smooth.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Knocked loose. Feeds it to Randall. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And this is what they're asking for from Dennis Smith Jr. Keep your eyes up and be ready to make a play for your teammates.
Aguilar passes to B-Train. And too long on the shot.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Up top, Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trier from long range. And again, New York with the triple.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Here's Randall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And there's the pass to Aguilar. Here's Shorty. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Goes up at the stripe. Here's B-Train. Bangs home the trifecta.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Smith, the pass to Randall. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Shorty. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Smith finds Randall. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Shorty. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.